Hello, staff, and happy Friday. I know everybody's probably looking forward to the weekend, and last thing you want to do late on a Friday afternoon is get a staff update video, but I'm actually recording this sitting here at about 1:45, but I'm not going to be able to put out the link to it in the email until probably later in the afternoon. We've been asked not to share any information about graduation until the district makes the official announcement, and as I understand it, that may be somewhere around 4 o'clock when they're going to do that. So I do apologize again. If you don't get to this till Monday, it won't be the end of the world, but there is some important information in this update, and one of the most important parts is about graduation. So if you haven't seen the announcement by now, it will be out when you get this video. Forest Hill's official date and time for graduation is going to be on Monday the 22nd at 8 a.m. Monday the 22nd at 8 a.m. That's the first possible slot that was available, and I jumped right on it just for several reasons, but mostly because I've got some parents who've expressed to me concerns about later that week. Students are leaving for various reasons, so I want to try to get it in first of that week if we could, to make sure as many of our kids could participate that wanted to. All right, so graduation is going to be, not necessarily the graduation ceremony itself be complicated, but there's going to be a lot of complications around it because obviously we don't have the kids in school. We're making some last minute changes. So once this announcement is made, we will begin to advertise that to students. The next 2 Wednesdays, students will be able to come by school and pick up, seniors will be able to come by and pick up their graduation tickets and close out anything that they have remaining with the school so that they have those 2 tickets. They will be limited to 2 people. Now, in this email, there's another link attached that I need you to fill out. It's a form. It's actually called, I'm reading it right here on the screen, 2020 FHHS Graduation Ceremony Staff Attendance and Assistant Form. Need you to fill that out and let me know, one, are you going to be at the ceremony? And if you are going to be at the ceremony, could you possibly fill a spot to help pull this off? We're going to do this without a practice this year, so it's going to be a little bit different and the more adult help we have. There is no pressure. There's no pressure at all to attend. There may be lots of reasons why staff does not want to attend this year. The rescheduled date, obviously health concerns on your part, concerns about breaking the governor's orders. There could be a lot of reasons why you might not want to attend. Just keep in mind that the seniors themselves really don't have anything to do with any of those reasons. I know some people have had some concerns about breaking the governor's orders here, but just understand that the seniors don't have anything to do with that. This is when their graduation is, and we want to pull it off and make it really good for them. Just want to say a special thank you again to Brian Rudolph. I've said it a couple of times, but he just continues to really be great in stepping up to the plate and helping with all this. All the senior teachers have been fantastic. But Mr. Rudolph in particular has just been great. Ms. Ballard, Mr. Price with the signs. If I start trying to name everybody, I'm going to forget people. We got Ms. Humphreys working on the program. There's just so many people that are doing everything and doing things, and that we appreciate that. But Mr. Rudolph in particular has just been great to step up to the plate. So if you get a chance to tell him thank you, please do. All right, so graduation, 22nd, 8 o'clock. Fill out the form. Let us know if you're going to be there and if you can help, and we hope you can be there, okay? The new calendar's out. There's a link to that in this email also, so just understand we are starting school on the 17th. I gave you a heads up about that a couple weeks ago. There is some decision still to be made about the remote learning days, so just stand by on that. If the RNC moves out of Charlotte, they could change those around. But really what you need to be looking at is the start date for the work days and then the start date for school and getting prepared for that. It's going to make for a little bit shorter summer than we were planning on, but nonetheless, we'll get it done, I'm sure. Grading. I know there's been some back and forth on the grading. When I sent this update to you on Monday about grading, I thought it was pretty simple. Things got complicated almost immediately after that. I thought I was doing a great thing by getting it out to you early, and then of course more information comes down the way, and we have to try to make some adjustments. So we do apologize for that, but it just is what it is. A lot of this has to do with the fact that our board decided to give the seniors the option to grade, and DPI is not in favor of that decision. So there's a lot of wrangling going on between the two. DPI trying to prevent us from being able to do that and us trying to find a way to do that. So Ms. Bunn is actually the one who's got several more steps that she's got to take in order to make sure that both the Board of Education locally as well as the Board of Education state level get what they want. So feel sorry for anybody, feel sorry for Ms. Bunn. She's got a lot of work left to do even after you finish up. So we're asking you to be done with grading by Monday evening. We would appreciate that. One layer to grading, we sent out a form to get feedback from the students, and we thought very few of them would reply, but we've had over 200 students reply, which is great. That means they're paying attention. I'm going to share that document. It's also in this email. If you don't mind, look it up. It's sorted by student last name right now, but if you want to make a copy and do similar to what you did with the other form and sort it by period so you see your name in there, try that. But just check on your students and see which grades they chose. Please try to help them understand what's best for them. So if you've got a student who chose PC19 in their feedback, but you know that the grade's better, just try to help them understand that so that we can do what's best for them. My goal was just to have you do it and not get much, and then just have the students look it over and ask questions later, but we lost out on that. The board thought we needed to ask for input. Again, I thought very few of them would fill that form out, but a lot of them did. So I'm going to share that with you here. It's called Student Grade Choices Responses. Just check on your students' choices for your class and see if they line up. Hopefully they all do. Also attached to this email is the end of the year checklist. Don't worry too much about this. It's not anything you have to print off and sign or have initialed, nothing like that. It's just literally a reminder for you. These are the things that you should do before we leave school for the summer. And most of it's just checking in with Ms. Howell in the Media Center, checking with Mr. Duke, checking with your department chair, just making sure that everything there is good. If you're coming back next year, you really don't have a whole lot to do. We can clean everything up in the fall, but if you're leaving, just make sure that you're clear with all those people and go through the checklist and have it all done. That's really all it is. It's just a reminder list. You're not turning it in any way, shape, form, or fashion, okay? Ms. Wallace needs anybody who has fines, fees, or materials owed from a student to get that list to her ASAP. If you've not already done that, when students come in, when seniors come in on Wednesday to pick up their graduation tickets, if we hand them those graduation tickets, we're pretty much done with those seniors. We're not going to be able to hold them accountable any further after that. When they walk up there, if we know they owe us a uniform, or that we know they owe us money or whatever, a book, we're going to tell them they can't get their tickets until they clear all that up. If you haven't let Ms. Wallace know about that, then we're going to be out of luck with those seniors once they get those tickets and walk out. You can go and try to get your materials or fines from them, but we're not going to be able to help you at that point in time. So please get with Ms. Wallace and make sure she has a list of everything that seniors owe at this point. We will be working on a 4-day work week again this summer, so just understand that once we come out of phase 2 in the school, if the school opens back up, we'll be on a 4-day work week. I know most of you don't work during the summer, so it's not as big a deal to you, but just kind of keep that in mind. That 4-day work week will last from the week of June 15th through that week of August 3rd. And again, you'll see why that is when you look at the new calendar. Let's see, I'm looking through here. I think we're getting close here. Just one note, just to understand that due to a couple of weather days we had even before we went out of school, that we do have optional teacher work days through Monday the 15th. So you should be filling out the teleworking document through Monday the 15th. You're teleworking, so why would you not fill out the form, right? Like fill out the form through Monday, through Monday, June 15th to account for your work. If you're coming to graduation on the 22nd, I am fine with you putting down that you teleworked on the 15th and don't telework on the 15th and come in for graduation on the 22nd. That's fine. You can trade that day out in your mind, and I'll be fine with that. But just know that you need to fill out the teleworking form through the 15th, no matter what. Listen to what I'm saying so that Ms. Wallace doesn't have to charge you with any leave. Okay, let's see. Grading we did, calendar we did, graduation we did, fines and fees to Ms. Wallace. I think this is all that I have for you. I know it's a lot, long video, a lot going on. Very excited that we have a final plan for graduation and that we will be able to implement that plan and give these seniors a good ceremony and send them off in style on that day. All right. That's all I've got for you. I hope everybody is doing well. I miss you so dearly. The Wednesdays when I go into school and get to see some of you are such invigorating and they energize me so much to be in the building and at least see some of you. When the other night at the Leave Your Legacy ride, that was so nice to see everybody. I really miss being around folks all day long and being able to have fun with you guys and enjoy each other. But happy when we'll be able to get back to normal. All right, that's all I've got for you. Talk to you soon.